Hello everyone and welcome to a new project. As you can see, XCOM Enemy Within. We will start a new game on normal difficulty to keep it easy, I guess. For advanced options, I'm reducing the beginner voiceover, I am putting in the DLC stuff, I do not need the tutorials, and for second wave options, I really like Not Created Equally, Hidden Potential and Training Roulette. These three changes combined, basically, they make my soldiers a lot more random and individual. So Not Created Equal means they have random starting stats. Hidden Potential means the stat increases when they level up are random. And Training Roulette means the skill trees are randomized, largely. I don't really like many of these others, some I just have never played around with, so these three I will go with. And let's start a game. Chances are I'm going to... yeah, I'm skipping the intro video because YouTube is being a pain. Do I want to enable a tutorial experience? No. Okay, skip the intro. Again, I'm kind of sorry about that, but last time I kept the intro in on another video, it complained and video has been blocked worldwide. Mumbo jumbo crap. Anyway, we have to choose a starting continent, and depending on which continent we choose, we gain a perk. So North America gives us air and space, meaning aircraft and aircraft weapons are cheaper. Europe gives us cheaper laboratories and workshops. Asia gives us cheaper foundry and training school options. South America gives us instant autopsies and interrogations. And Africa gives us more money. I think I will go with Asia. I usually pick Europe, but let's just go with this one. Africa is also nice, but hey.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance, so that's our next drop site. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Okay, so let's launch the mission. I have done a German, albeit, playthrough of XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is the base game, and this is the base game with the add-on, which means we will get to see a fair amount of bonus content plus...
Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
It'll be in a language that the majority of my viewers should be able to understand. And I guess I'll explain a little bit how the game works in the first few missions. We have a new content stuff already on this very first map called Meld. We'll get to that when we see it. So our soldiers, they basically get 2 actions per turn. The blue outline is basically where they can walk normally. It's their kind of movement distance. I can also move them as far as the yellow outline, that's dashing, and that will cost them 2 actions. So after they've done their dashing, they are done with that turn. And it is kind of important to have your soldiers stay in cover as much as possible. And as much as possible you want full cover, which is the filled out shield you can see behind this alien device, for example. Half cover is not as effective. What cover does is it increases your chance not to be hit, or decreases enemy chance to hit, whatever way you want to look at it. Makes it less likely that you will be hit by an attack.
Heading there now.
Once our soldiers have stopped moving, what you will see me do very often is use Overwatch. Overwatch basically means they wait, and in case an enemy moves, and they see him move, they will fire on them. However, I'm trying to play a little little more carefully than I did last time. I'm trying to lose as few soldiers as possible. So I will only start activating the Overwatch when all my soldiers have done their movements and I'm certain I've found no aliens.
Okay.
So let's move him here. And let's Overwatch. I'm overwatching that quick because I'm using the 2 key. And there you see what Overwatch does.
Here they come, dead and gone.
They're falling back!
These sectoids have been activated, and so my soldiers that have them in line of sight start shooting. Of course, since they are all rookies at the moment, it's unlikely that they actually manage to, well, hit anything at that distance.
Up. Advance.
Shot failed to connect.
But I essentially have infinite ammo, so there's no reason, well, I have infinite ammo, but after 4 shots at the moment, I have to reload, so it's infinite, but I have to reload still. Okay, I have 55% chance to hit on this one. Let's see if I can actually get a grenade in. Okay, I can only hit one of them, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's keep her as a backup. I'll decide what to do in a moment. If I move him here, I should be in range of a grenade.
Visual on the goods.
And there's the melt canister. Generally grenades are not the best of ideas, because if I blow an alien up, I do not get his stuff. But I'm afraid it would be advantageous to blow this one up, so I'm doing this. The nice thing is, in the add-on it shows you which environment objects you end up destroying with the grenade. So in this case I destroyed this alien's cover, and as I explained, cover means less likely to be hit, and that works for aliens as well. Now that his cover is destroyed, it means I have a 65% chance to hit him, so I'll try that. Okay, that was good. That was a critical hit. It is possible to only do 2 damage with the assault rifles we currently have, which would not kill an alien. Well, would not kill a sectoid anyway.
I'm on it, Commander.
Because they have 3 health. Let's see, I can get up to 25%. Let's take that shot. Brilliant.
Dead and gone.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Missions do not usually go that quickly or that smoothly. I just got really lucky on where the enemy spawned. I only had 4 aliens, but that's kind of normal for the first mission. And I guess we'll get into meld when I actually have to collect the stuff, instead of just automatically getting it because I successfully finished the mission. In, what, 2 turns? That was the fastest I ever did. Cleverly disguised loading screen here.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
And as I said, I'll try to avoid using explosives as much as possible, but they are really handy at times, especially because grenades...
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Okay, we still get a little bit of tutorial, but not as much as we would otherwise. If we did play the tutorial...
Impressive work, Commander. Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
The first 2 missions are kind of scripted. The first research stuff you can do is very much scripted, so it locks you into a few things in the beginning, and I didn't really like that. So, depending on how our soldiers do in missions, they gain experience for kills. So, as you see, Abigail Davies hasn't killed anyone, so she did not get a promotion. Promotions are basically level ups. This guy here, Charlie Murphy, has gained a promotion to the support class, and thus he gains the smoke grenade, which, yeah, it's a smoke grenade, it doesn't hurt anyone, but units within the smoke are more difficult
Commander
to hit.
the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
I will try to speak over that. This guy was promoted to a heavy, which means he gets to fire a rocket once a turn, once a mission, but only if he hasn't moved. And Richard Stewart has been promoted to a sniper, which is a very useful class. It's been nerfed a little bit in the expansion, but it's still really powerful. And the first skill that you get is not randomized by the skill roulette thing I activated.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
This melt stuff is really, really useful, so it's good that I gained both of them. But now let's check out some more of the game. So one thing that you will want to probably keep your eye out for is the my resource thing up here, which basically tells me how much money and how much melt I have. There are a few other resources that we get from aliens, which I can't really show you just yet.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
I really like Dr. Valen, and that's not just because she's got a German accent. Okay. Research is, well, just as the name suggests, we do research projects to improve our soldiers. We currently have only 4 options. A lot more will become available at a later stage. I have xenobiology, which costs me sectoid corpses. They were the standard aliens I killed in the first mission. Those were called sectoids. This is crucial for advancing the game, I guess.
Commander to engineering.
Weapon
Commander
fragments.
to engineering.
Basically, when the aliens die, their weapons blow up, self-destruct, so we can't get the weapons. But we can research the fragments, which we do not get if we kill the enemy with explosives. So rockets and grenades, for example, they have the downside of you losing some stuff. But this is basically the first step in weapon development, which I will actually do, but I'll show you the other options first. Alien materials is basically your first step into armor development, so making your soldiers tougher, which I'm hoping I can delay a little bit on normal difficulty. And meld recombination is obviously researching the new resource that was added in the expansion. But I will do weapon fragments because we get something useful
I agree.
from
That
that.
does seem to be the most pressing of our current research options. We'll begin immediately. I will notify you when a complete report is available.
And I'm fairly certain she says that whatever you choose.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
So the new schematics that she sent were medikits. I won't manufacture any for now, but later on they will be really, really useful. I could also start building satellites, but they are fairly expensive, so for now I will not do anything here. The barracks are where we have our soldiers. Officer training school are certain upgrades, which we only pay half for because of the continent boost that we choose. So we can increase our squad size. Pretty self-explanatory. This one's very nice. New soldiers we recruit automatically have a secondary, a class, so they automatically have the second rank unlocked, which is quite useful. Rapid recovery means they heal from wounds in combat twice as fast. We haven't taken any yet, so you don't really know what that means, but you will in a moment, or in a bit. Lead by example, I'm not so certain this is very useful, because I never quite... I don't know, it can help. When your soldiers have a higher will, they are less likely to panic and freak, and more details on that later. Wet work increases experience. Not super useful, especially because it's usually one of those things that you only buy
Commander to
late
mission
game,
control.
so by then it's not
Commander to mission
really handy,
control.
but still okay. And Iron Will is something you should actually try and go for rather quickly, because will is important. Anyway, I can't buy anything there, because in order to actually unlock the options I have to have soldiers promoted to certain ranks. I could just hire new recruits, but we're still doing fairly well. One thing I can offer, I'll show you that in a moment. I do not have the Elite Soldier Pack thing on this account. I do not have it on any account, actually. This is the only one I have. Which means I only have the basic options for
Commander
my
to
soldiers.
mission control. Commander
However,
to mission
if
control.
you want, let's see, a supporter, so let's make the supporter red. There are tons of options for these guys. I can customize facial hair, customize hair color, make them really kind of screwed up. Tons of haircuts are available, like this. I can change even his skin color, which doesn't make much sense, but I can. Can change his voice and his language.
Verstanden, Commander.
So for example,
Robische.
I could make him a
Commander
Polish
to
guy with
mission
a
control.
very
Commander to
strange red
mission
haircut.
control.
COM. Już się zarobione.
And even for each language I have multiple voice options. How many? Six different voices. Wow. So and I can also change first name and last name, and when they have earned one, the nicknames. So if you want to be a member of this squad, if you want to appear in the playthrough, leave a comment below and I may include your name if it's not too over the line, I guess. Whatever name, it doesn't have to be your YouTube username, just post what name you would like to see and I'll consider it, as long as it's not Pooey McPooison or something along those lines. Yeah. However, be advised, if I choose your name, it is still possible that the soldier dies,
Commander to mission control.
which would be a bit of a bummer, but happens. Okay, now that I've shown you that, I think we're done for now. Mission control, next place. Do we get a video? No, we do not. Brilliant. Brilliant. This is where we basically advance time. As you can see, it's currently ticking very slowly, 1 minute per second roughly. We can however scan for activity, which is what we do if we have nothing else to do. We just kind of wait for stuff to happen. In this case, alien abductions have been reported.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
What abductions mean is that we get usually 3 countries. Later on it might become less, but just go 3 for the moment. 3 countries have aliens attacking them somewhere. We can only choose one of the countries and we gain different rewards for it. So in this case we have the choice between 200 credits for scientists and for engineers. And also as a difficulty, it tells us how much panic the country has. We'll get into that in a little bit. Basically the country that we help is relieved and happy that we're helping them and we gain the reward. The countries that we don't help are kind of not so happy about that. But we have to choose, and I don't want to help the French, but I think engineers would be a good thing to get right now. But 200 credits are also really nice. It's kind of difficult. I'll go for the engineers. And since the first mission was incredibly quick, I can just go on. Okay, I want the supporter, the sniper, and the heavy to gain a few levels. I typically do not like heavies, but I have in recent days, weeks, whatever, I have seen that they have their definite uses, and so I'm going to try and change my gameplay up a little bit and actually include heavies in my teams. So I have 3 advanced soldiers who have gotten promotions, and I'll bring Davies along as well to maybe get her a promotion as well. Some of these cutscenes can be skipped, but I will show them to you At least the first few times.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Okay, so let's begin the assault.
France is sending an urgent mission request.
Okay, no
Alien
civilians.
activity continues to surge within several major cities. Our response is crucial to minimizing the spread of panic.
So the mission objectives tell us we have to kill all aliens and find the melt canisters. Probably going to find some new types of enemies fairly soon. Probably, I'm not...
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
I
Roger,
wouldn't
Big
bet on
Sky.
it, but we
Reading
might
me
actually
5 by
find them in
5.
this mission
Strike
already.
1 has the green light for deployment.
Now the way meld works is we usually do not just get all the meld on the
That's
map.
affirmative.
Let's open the door. Okay, anything inside? No. Good. Let's get the supporter in here. Okay. So now I can actually show you what meld canisters, how they work. Essentially I have to get to this canister in time. The 5 basically is a countdown. That's how many turns I have. If I get to it in time and activate it with a soldier, I get the meld. If I don't, the meld is lost. My sniper will move inside
On
as
the
well.
move.
Snipers cannot move and shoot with their sniper rifle in the same turn. So after I moved, I would have to switch to the pistol if I want to use her for combat. Okay, my heavy has a really bad movement range, but it's safe in here, so I'm going to dash him
Got
here.
it. Moving.
Okay, and now everyone else can get Overwatch. Okay, the heavy is really slow. But let's dash him to the meld.
now. Contact.
And we found some aliens. Okay, let's see where they go. Standard sectoids are a bit of a pain, but not too dangerous. Of course, they are capable of killing soldiers. There's no doubt about that. But since I have no line of sight, can't do much about them right now. So
Heading
with the
out.
sniper here, which is also full cover. I have to stay on the pistol, as I said. She can't fire the assault rifle, the sniper rifle after she
On the
moved.
move.
And she also can't go into Overwatch with the assault rifle, sniper rifle again after she moved. So, overwatching with the others. Okay, here we see the psionic abilities of sectoids. They can buff each other. The buffed sectoid has increased health, damage, hit rate. He's basically a little stronger. Not too much, but it can be... Well, it's an increase in danger, let's put it that way. And... Okay, first let's collect the meld. The most tactical aspect of the buff, however, is that if one alien buffs another, and I kill the alien that does the buffing, then the alien that is buffed also dies.
Solid copy.
Now in this case it worked out perfectly because my Overwatch actually took out the guy. Okay, let's see if we can hit this. Probably not, but hey. Yeah.
Damn it.
The hit rate on my guys, especially since they are fairly low level, is not the best. So he gets 46%, let's take that. Okay. Good shot. Now let's move
Moving
the
out.
sniper up. For now the sniper will not be that useful. They...
Moving.
Usually, normally, if... okay, I'll actually dash up here. If things go as normal, they would become a lot more useful after the next promotion. However, I have activated the training roulette, which might mean they do not actually get the skill that makes them very useful at this stage. Okay, I can basically hear or sense where the melt canisters are, so I now know that somewhere in that general direction there's a melt canister. Problem is there's not much cover on the way. This
Target
is
acquired.
as you can see, a petrol station. Sure, let's just fire with the pistol on. It's not going to kill them even if I hit, but still.
Shot failed to connect.
And there are obvious risks involved in hiding behind fuel-filled devices.
Stepping off.
Stuff can blow up in this game, and it does blow up. So let's get Murphy here and reload. And my heavy can go. I kind of want him to dash. Dash him here. Sectoids do not have grenades or any kind of AoE attacks, so it's not the end of the world if I bunch up a little bit. And this one gets buffed. This one will be able to run out and shoot. Let's hope he doesn't kill anyone. Okay, good. He missed. They will probably not one-hit kill us at this stage, but they do definitely have strong combat abilities, so I guess I'll show you. I do have a shot, kind of. Come on. Okay. I'll just show you the rocket. Usually in this situation I would not use a rocket, I would get in slightly closer and try to deal with them otherwise. But I'll use the rocket now just so you see how it works in this fairly early mission.
Ready for the fireworks?
And rockets only have a 90% chance
Mission
to hit.
accomplished.
So it's entirely possible for the heavy to fire it in a different direction, which can be bad if your other soldiers are fairly close. You might hit your own guys and they will take damage, so friendly fire definitely exists in this game. Still, because we kill all aliens, the melt canister that we didn't find in time automatically gets collected as well, which means this is another very smooth mission. And I think on this high note I should end the episode. I will read any comments. As I said, if you want one of the soldiers to be named after you or by you, leave a suggestion below. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.